Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Amnesia, the Dark Descent. I'm Kamchak Fisco, and come join me for how we can do it to Let's Play the series that's honestly long overdue. Okay. Doesn't look crazy at all.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Okay, that's not disturbing at all. There's like a lot of seriously psychologically fucked up shit in this one. I see why Soma was a great spiritual successor to this. It was another big head trip kind of game. God, I love Soma. It was so good. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Another orb piece. That's 3 of 6. The rapist hanging upside down, his tears soiled with the blood flowing from his belly. The saw between his legs has lodged itself inside its hip. Ow! And wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. You just went right through the dong, didn't you? I mean, if he was a rapist, yeah, but... Let's take this for the road. We've been through a man's dong and testicles and half of his crotch and did wastal area. Oh. I'll put that over there for now. Okay, what's in door number 2? A memory.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready. Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
So it seems like everyone here is actually a victim of the justice system, but they were either falsely accused or it was far lesser crimes than the shit he's doing this for. And I'll bet some are just downright innocent. Good lord. Thought those were doors. Nope, they're just beams. It's a long fucking hallway.
Please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! Do anything! I'm innocent!
What the fuck did they do with this triangle? The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. If the vitae they need is specifically torture vitae, I get why they're why they've been using the memory thing, because then for them, it's like the first time every time, so you can extract the most amount of potency. Lowered him how? Like, ass first, crotch first, back first? It's just... Yeesh. That's not good. Okay. I'm gonna head to the last room of horribleness. Door number 3. And then we'll go upstairs to wherever that leads to.
What happened to her?
Okay. Whoop, grab it. Grab it, thank you. Damn. Kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Purposely dislocating and breaking her shoulders. That'll be piece number 5. I thought that would accomplish something, not a memory. Good Lord. Okay, so what's up the stairs? Are you Alexander? It makes sense. This painting seems to be quite a few places. No shit, Dap. Oh my god. String? Okay. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I figured the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence when their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem. But it would also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps are to be taken, therefore, to restrain the victim while the victim is still dazed, proceed to by presenting the form of torture you're about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. Oh, that's fucked. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. Yeah, I agree with that statement. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage as it proves more efficient in the process if the process can be sustained. Also apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturates the blood with its properties. This is almost like the very thing that gets released into blood that makes cow meat go bad if they know they're gonna die. Only this is something he wants from it. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Ugh. Fuck your craziness. Alright, Alexander, let's take a poke at your memories. Is it you, my love? I miss the most, or perhaps myself. I know what I have become. I am not blind. I'm a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There's little I can do to redeem myself. At least he knows he's evil. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Oh, what a fucking travesty. Okay. We learned some horrible shit. We got some more pieces of the orb, but we're still missing a piece. Wait, there was a guy sitting right here. Where'd he go? Were we imagining him? So we got 3 pieces here. There's got to be 3 pieces on the other side. So it's got to be past whatever we need, like the body or whatever object we need to burn inside the cow to be able to get whatever the hell's inside of it. Yeah, we'd already read that. At least those loop, thankfully. Where'd you get your mucus?
How are things coming? You seem to have found all the ball pieces used in the transaction. Go to the choir and find the rest.
But I'm missing something to get the rest. Tough string made of hemp. Running ore pieces can be found in the choir. I know that, but I don't know what to do there. We have the cow, but, I mean, the bull, but we need to be able to Obviously, we're turning it on for a reason.
Question me.
I must have missed something in this area. And the problem is, we have one of the assholes roaming here, so we gotta be careful. If what I missed wasn't in one of the side rooms, because we checked all those, it's gotta be in the middle area, right? I would assume. We checked these, and these are just the ritual rooms. There was not really anything in here. It's not like there were hidden orb pieces or anything. But I'll double check anyway. Yeah, nothing in the bag, or the pail. Bag? My brain's going great on shapes. Okay, so... No, exactly, Dap. It's been 11 years since I played this. I forgot most things. Like, I didn't even remember the torture devices, so I watched it and saw it, and my brain went, oh god! And I remembered. And yet I've conveniently not remembered plot arcs and shit. It's like, I'm surprised a game this obviously horrific didn't leave more of an impact on my memory. I really am. That seems crazy to me. But then again, with all the things that I've seen, learned, played, and experienced since then, it probably just got shoved on the back burner. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like check nooks and crannies. I don't know. That might be it too. It might have been so horrific my brain's like, yeah, no, we're not remembering that shit, dude. That's fair. That is very fucking fair. That might be it too. I love the freaky, almost bat-like sounding creatures you hear in the background squeaking. It's like, what the fuck is that? How many otherworldly creatures have come back into, or have come into our dimension? And I'm sure a lot of it is because of all the experiments Alexander was doing to try to get back to his dimension. I'm assuming he's from the other dimension, especially by the way he talks about us human beings. And as long as the asshole ain't right here when I come around the corner, I should be fine. Bugs, get off my screen. Stop it. I know I'm insane. Go away. Clearly I'm insane. My guy was torturing people. Did I just see movement? I must have. My vision was getting wonky. That means I was looking at him. So even if we can't see him, if he's in our visual sight, fog effect or not, it affects our sanity. Interesting. Considering this was one of the first games to do a mechanic like that, it makes sense it would be so rudimentary, but that's still a really cool concept. So clearly we light this up. It won't let me until we put what we need to put inside of it. So... is said thing in this room? Drain vent. So, do I not use the bull at all? That was a red herring that I fooled myself with. We were just here for the orb piece. That was literally it. If we do anything with the bull, it's later. Well, we got all the orb pieces, and we should be able to slap them together in that pedestal. But we still don't have the last ingredient. Somebody's vitae. So we have to torture somebody to save Agrippa. He spotted me, but I'm gambling on him being far enough away that I can get to the door, that I'll be fine. Suck it, bitch! Ha ha ha! Made it. And the gamble has paid off. He didn't follow me, did he? A little concerned there for a second. To the nave. Alright, so I got all the pieces. Hopefully Agrippa can tell me how to get the vitae.
I see that all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the ore, there might still be a chance for you to save him. Please, my fate is in your hands.
So I do need to get the Vitae, but where? Where do I get the Vitae? Because we haven't found anybody alive. I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless those guys hanging from the ceiling are still alive, but I don't know how to extract their Vitae. We don't have the dagger. That was just an hallucination. Ditch! Good lord! That's a lot of bad guys. That's the sleep. That was a whole lot of fuck you. Obviously that was meant to happen because it didn't say run. Hazel spent all summer in bed. He used to read to her after helping father with his work. In his mind it was like Shenarazade, whatever, as long as he kept telling her the story, she would not die. Okay.
My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, come to the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to click that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.